So my intention is to actually go back to the runway that I took off from. And so I have made essentially a 180. Coming off of the airfield, I've turned around a 180 and I'm going to fly back and then start transitioning into a landing configuration. As we do that, I'm going to go through what some of this stuff means. And so I'm going to power back on my throttle a little bit, and I'm looking at this RPM. I'm still in the green. I'm doing fine. My altimeter says I'm just coming up on 3,000 feet. My vertical speed, this means if I'm going up or down vertically. And what I'm looking for is what's called straight and level flight, which is tough for beginners. Still tough for me sometimes. And what I'm looking for is that this is going to get to 0, that I'm neither climbing nor descending. Right now, my indicated airspeed is I'm about 112, actually, yeah, about 112 miles per hour. This is my turn coordinator, and this is going to tell me if I'm basically level, if I'm in straight and level flight, or if I'm turning. And you can see on this, my flight path is pretty straight for the most part. And like in a real aircraft, if you line up with one of these mountains in the background, that's generally the best way. This is your best instrument that's right here on your flight path. And what that's going to allow you to do is maintain a straight direction. Don't look too close, kind of look further away, and that's going to allow you to make that straight path. So, since I am wanting to get into a landing configuration, what I'm going to do is I'm going to power back a little bit, and I'm going to do another 180-degree turn. And I want to do this in a controlled manner. So I'm going to gently turn the yoke to the left. And what I want to do is I want to come to a 180-degree turn with two 90 degrees. This is called a rectangular course, which is very common in a landing configuration at any airport. And since my altitude is still 3,000 feet, 3,100, I need to come down quite a bit before I can land. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power back. As you're coming in for a landing, some things that remember the GUMPS checklist: gas to both, or excuse me, C-GUMPS, carb heat on, gases to both, undercarriage is set, power, you're going to reduce power, and the last one, seat belts or safety, you know, that everybody's wearing a seat belt. And what I'm trying to do here is, you can see the black marks where everybody else is landing. I'm coming down to about 200 feet, and what I want is, I want to be landing pretty near where all those black marks are. That's going to give me the most runway that I can possibly use. I'm trying to line up in the middle of the runway, and when I come down, I'm going to gently flare, come down, and then I'm going to gently press the toe brakes and come to a complete stop, reducing my power. I can actually, if I wanted to shut down, I could do that now, or I could restart and I could take off again if I wanted to. Notice I'm at, you know, just above sea level here, maybe at 20 feet. I'm not going anywhere, as you can see, and I'm neither climbing nor descending, and I can just shut down the aircraft by pulling my mixture all the way out. At this point, you can change it over to twins. You can shut this down and walk away from it. And what you'll do is you'll just, you can turn off the avionics, turn off the right and left alternator, turn off the master switch, and kind of everything at that point shuts down. So if you are going to be switching between users, you will want to just set everything back to normal, and just know that you know, once you set it up like this, it's ready to go for the next one. If I want to check out my flight path, I can see here that my rectangular course could use a little work, but that is that's pretty typical as far as new students, and I still have a lot to grow in my piloting ability as well. And so if you would like to, you know, load another aircraft, you can do that. You can, you know, quit it all and shut this down, or you can keep flying. So that's it in a nutshell, everybody. And I hope you get a lot of time and some learning out of this precision flight control unit. It's awesome.